chat with one of South Africa's biggest, and in fact, one of Africa's biggest legends. She's a Soweto-born musician who has impacted the world in so many ways through her sound, and she's gone on to even use her voice to create change across the world. One of the first South Africans actually to be known across the world and to be recognized across the world. It is my absolute pleasure to have here the woman who sang, "Thank you, Mr. DJ, for playing my song." You know who I'm talking about. It's none other than Yvonne Chaka. So yes, Yvonne Chaka joins us. You're welcome to TV3. Yes, thank you. It's actually a pleasure to sit here with you because I grew up on your music. My mom loves your music. So all the time at home, Yvonne Chaka had to play.
Yes, I do. But I started singing when not even 40 yet.
I was not born, and I don't want them to know my age by this time. Yes, it is. But it means also that you started really early.
Well, I started at the age of 19, and I'm just so grateful to those that give me the cluster, those who listen to me, and those who make it possible for me to be here. Because 31 years later, you won't see performance because still gets us to come in Assad. It's amazing, not 80. I'm okay, and I'm 59 and strong.
And strong, let them know this. I like the fact that you thank some people who gave you the platform. How did that begin for you? Because I know you wanted to be an accountant. Your mom wanted you to be a lawyer, but then you ended up being a musician. How did that work out?
I think we always plan things, but God always has a plan. And then last plan chorus. So growing up in Soweto, obviously when my father died, I was 11 years old. And my mother worked for white people, So when dad died, they took the because she was black and she was not allowed to have a house. And was the apartheid regime. So we ended up in the madam's backyard, which was already a bit unfortunate. And mom had to augment her salary, in different ways. So I come from a family of 3 girls. So my eldest sister wanted to be a doctor, but she ended up being a nurse. My middle sisters always wanted to be a teacher, and she became a teacher.
Oh, nice.
And get a scholarship. And I wanted to be a chartered accountant because I love money. But what is good is that I do not worship it. When I need you are able to help when you need where help is enough. You are able to give to others as well and share that. Yeah, because when you have money and you hoard it, and you just want to be reading it disappears. You don't even see what you've done with it. But mom wanted me to be a lawyer. Fast forward, I ended up at different airports where I was going to look for a scholarship. And it started like that.
You were going to look for a scholarship to attend school to become an accountant.
Yeah.
And you chanced on music.
Yes.
Amazing. Tell me about how your style of music came about. Was that the style in South Africa at the time?
Well, I must say, I wouldn't say yes. I wouldn't say no because it was the music was written.
Okay.
Music was written for me. I had no idea of writing. I just found myself there, and the song was written. Apparently, they had 3 linked. Tried the song. I'm in love with the DJ.
Yes.
And when I eventually went to this record company by mistake, by the way, the white man says, "I saw the spot on you," and there were 2 of us, and the lady who was invited was the one who didn't get the job. And me, who was accompanying her, I didn't even know her. I met her for the very first time at the place where I was going to get a scholarship. And the white man said to me, "Can you sing?" I said, "No, I don't want to sing." And I just got impatient with him, like, "Sing for me? No, you're going to be a lawyer. We're really chartered accountant." That's right. And so he says, "Oh, you're very tricky." But I just had no time for him because I thought, this is not where I'm supposed to be.
Exactly.
Fast forward, I sang a song, and he said, "I found my girl." And that's how I was found. He gave me the papers of the words of the song. It's raining in the city. I've got nowhere to go. I'm in love with the DJ. And said, "Come back on Monday. You're going to go to the studio." So I looked at him, and I thought, okay, he was just robbing him of his money. And not. But something over the weekend made me learn the words of the song. I knew them by heart. And I was listening to the music. I don't even know where I'm supposed to sing. Oh, gosh. No, but he's just said, listen to the music and try and sing. And I'm like, what am I going to sing? But eventually, when I got into the studio, I knew the word.
Wow.
And that was it.
How did the melody come to you? Was it already there as well? Was it in the tune? Or you created the melody?
Some faith had written the song, and it I thought had the groovy, coach me to say this is how we wanted to say the song. Actually, it started with the words, it's raining in the city. I've got nowhere to go. I've no one to talk to. Picture him in the morning. Is he handsome and kind? I'm in love, love, love. DJ. And I was like, okay, the captain saying to me, okay, no, take one, take two. And I was getting nicer. Not. But eventually they called me to say, come and listen. And I was listening. And I'm like,
is that you? Yeah, is that you?
And they said, okay, we're going to mix and edit the song. And in the next 2 weeks, it's going to be out. That's it. And I was like, okay, I'm sure these ones are just, this is all nonsensical. It's never going to happen.
But thank you.
The song had sold 25,000 copies.
That's a lot. You said in 2 weeks. How did that make you feel? Where were you at that point? Were you still second guessing your talent and you being in the music industry?
Tell you, I didn't even know that this was going to last forever. I just thought, one of those things, And as a matter of fact, other people called me an overnight success.
Wow.
When I started, because then I was 19, due to go to university. Now, the only artist that South Africa had at the time was people like Miriam Makeba.
Yes.
Not in the country. The biggest superstar was Brenda Foss.
I remember Brenda.
And there were other artists like Ebony, Chick to Chick. And but now this 19-year-old comes and, just becomes an overnight
success and maintains it.
I wanted to,
yes, because it wasn't just one hit. You went hit after hit after hit. And then there's another part of it that I think I'm actually rather interested in, how you were able to cross borders. So you were literally one of the first famous South Africans, first known across the world. You were able to come here to Ghana with your music. How did that happen? How were you able to cross borders with your music? Did your music precede you?
I really wish I could answer that one. Not
really
anticipate this. I didn't have the powers of promoting this. I think it's just what God had planned for me. Because my very first trip outside South Africa was going to Lesotho. Oh, I'd never been to Lesotho before. Remember, I came from a very poor family. Never been to Lesotho. I didn't even think that I would be on a plane for that matter. And then I went to Botswana. I went to Swaziland. It is just around South Africa. Not far from. It's not far at all. I didn't even have a passport as Maryland, So when this opportunity came about and started having a passport and started traveling, my very first, outside South Africa or Southern Africa was flying to Zimbabwe. That was my, for the pay. And from there it was Kenya and then Tanzania and Nigeria, and Ghana, Sierra Leone. And I certainly thank God, for everything that He's exposed me to. And He's guarded me, He's protected me, and He's given me this journey to experience. I can thank God for my life and thank the people who've given me the thumbs on the seat to come and listen to the music. And that's why when I do my humanitarian work, I say, I may not be paying my tithe at church, but by giving to other people, helping and paying for their fees, doing the advocacy work, that is what my tithing becomes.
That's really nice. So did you become the accountant at the end of it? You didn't go back.
I didn't. I tried to study law.
Yes.
To do. I failed Afrikaans 3 times because we had to do a
language
at the time.
But that's not your first language.
The language of the African matter. So I think I was just conditioned not to even want to adhere to the rules and things like that. So I failed history 1. I failed mercantile law. Failed Afrikaans 3 times. I will pass English. And I said to my mother, please, man,
not again. I like that. Once on fire,
I'm burning up. And I continued to study. Though I went to Trinity College of London to do speech and drama.
Lovely.
And I went to study adult education because I'd gone to a shop one day. This man buying pets meals. So it was doing dark.
Yeah.
And it was nicely packaged, it fit nicely in the fridge. And I overheard him telling his friend that I'm going to take care of that meat's meat. I thought it was messy. And yet it was pet steam. And that is what really prompted me to want to go and study adult education. So I mean, wow, nice. Well, and I've just been on my honors in business management.
Wow.
So busy trying to navigate through my masters.
Yeah.
It's a lot of work, I'm sure. I sit on lots of awards. So I think it's imperative that you may have a talent, but other things you have to say to yourself, there are things that I don't know.
Yeah.
And I am able to be educated. I want to learn as well. And I'm ready to be taught.
That's it. Was it a genuine hunger at first to go back, to further your studies, or was this advice from someone?
No. This is something that I've always wanted. Whilst I was singing really and performing and touring, because I was 19 when I started singing. So by the time
So young.
I was 21, performing, traveling, making money, I wanted to also better myself really academically.
Okay. I see. I find that rather interesting. It means that you've always loved education as well.
Oh, yes. Education is something very important to me. My mother has always said, you cannot want to be looked after by a man. And as a young girl, you think, I want to get married. I want my husband to buy me a house and a car. And my mother always said, no, you have to work for everything that you had. Wow. So she was I think she was ahead of her time. As a matter of fact, I'm a very, very independent woman. I wake up in the morning and say to my husband, honey, I think I want to go to New York next. That's right. He looks at me and says, horrible.
Yeah.
And I'll go to the guy next to it.
That's right.
And that's how I've lived. And he fully understands, this is me, this is who I am. And I'm a mother of 4 boys, and I've tried to be a present mother. Absolutely, there's no recipe of being a parent, but I've tried my own to be a present mother and to be a present wife.
Yeah.
But I do not subscribe to what is called a woman's places in the kitchen.
Okay. And have you always been like this? Did you have to have this conversation before you got married?
No, this is who I am.
So he knew it.
Take me as I am.
I see. I mean, I think then you were also ahead of your time, because there are many women out there who are thinking to be able to have these kind of conversations, or at least to be able to, balance this high value at work, at home as well, because they know that they can't play that role, as you just said, being like a stay-at-home wife and so on. But then they struggle to navigate those kind of conversations with their better half. What's your advice in that case?
Well, I wish I could advise there is absolutely no recipe for marriage as well. Other people stay in marriages even when they don't want to. There's a lot of compromise. I also compromised in my marriage. In the 39 years, being in the
39. Amazing.
2nd of October, one day, it will be my 35 years. Well, it was 10 years in the music industry.
Aha.
And I'm 35.
Wow, congratulations. That's a lot of time.
Yes. So there's just no recipe, really. I think for me, it's all about communication. It's all about respect. It's kind of about knowing who you are and not living under anyone's shadow. My husband is a medical doctor. He lives his own life.
Yeah.
I live my own life. And I know my husband to play for us. That's what makes him happy.
Yes.
I have to accept that.
Yeah.
He goes. 6 o'clock in the morning, he's gone.
Yeah.
And he's back home at 4 o'clock. He's tired. He wants to see. But I do my duties as a mother and as a wife. I cook for my husband.
Okay.
I clean my own house. So I could help us because they're not here to be trampled upon as well. They're here to just come and help. So I know when to do my duties as a mother, as a wife as well. But I'm not forced to do them. I did because you want to, I sit in different boards as well. And I know sometimes people look and like, oh, is it her? And others don't keep looking in. But for women, I want to say, there's no need for us to compete with our male counterparts. They need to love each other, respect one another, and complement one another and complete each other. That's it.
Very good advice there. You said you didn't want to advise, but I love that bit. Absolutely. Now let's talk about music. We're in the new age. You've been doing this for God knows how many years, well over 30 years. 39, approaching 40. I'm way younger than that. But I still give you the reference. Now the music has changed over time. I said that you had a different sound. It kind of sounded a bit like pop to me. I don't know what the genre was at the time, but now we're seeing all kinds of music spring up. Now we have the Afrobeats, now we have the Amapiano. Even R&B has a different style altogether. Fusion here and there. Hip-hop is not the hip-hop that you and I knew back then. I know you're still in music. Tell me, is there a likelihood that you will be coming back with some of these new sounds? I know you're still performing your hits, but you still have music all the same.
You know, for me, music is what you make. And obviously, you don't make music for yourself. You make music for community. So, I, as I was coming, I could hear you, saying to the young girl who probably doesn't even know who Chaka.
Your ears are good.
Singing combo
Yes.
to her. So for me, I'm very happy with the status quo. With her, so, different genres of music have come.
Yes.
But you listen to Miriam Makela's song, you can still
Classic.
You listen to Kojantu's music, you can still dance.
True.
You listen to Fela Kuti's music, you can still dance to.
Yeah.
So for me, music is taking from music. Even the new music that's being out now, it's been taken somewhere. I mean, sure, piano is taking the world by storm. But half of that music, it's old music with Aspen's body.
Yeah.
So I've just done a remix of one of my very famous songs, Makoti, where it's a highly spiritual.
Ooh.
Put his own.
Love it.
And I really, really love it.
Yeah.
And people are like, it's piano. It sounds like piano. It just sounds like good music.
Yeah.
There's a lot of brass. So I collaborate with anybody, trying to do good music without me changing who I am.
I love that. What are the genres that you jump onto immediately? As soon as you hear it, something just sparks within you.
I'm not very particular. I would love a song. Okay. I would just love a song. I know Nigerians have really taken the world by storm, and South Africa as well with Amapiano. But there's just so many songs out there which are good that you want to listen to.
Mm-hmm.
And music is music.
Music, yeah, I like that. Music is music, man.
In the air.
That's right. Let's bring it to Ghana. Which Ghanaian artists are you currently listening to?
My favorite artist still remains
Kojo Entry? Okay.
Entry.
Love it.
One who goes rah rah.
Who's that?
What's his name? He goes rah rah. He lives in Raydon, but he's Ghanaian.
Not Fuse ODG? Fuse
Of course.
Fuse ODG. You love Fuse too.
And King Promise.
You really keep tabs. You really keep tabs.
Like the boys.
Yeah, that's right.
Kwame.
Which of them? Kwame?
Kwame.
Oshame Kwame. Okay. Yes, he's also an OG. He's been in the industry for ages. Yes.
He looks youthful.
Yes, indeed. Quite like you, where you're also youthful.
And I'm 59, going to 60. So next year I'm going to start begging for money, my dear.
I like the sound of that. But before you leave, it's been a pleasure having you for a conversation. There's so many questions I do want to ask you. But one thing that I like to get from women like you is, advice. I know you don't like it, the whole advice thing, but advice for people who would like to get into music. Seeing as we have different kinds of genres, and it tends it kind of looks like there's a certain focus on particular genres right now. But there are some who make a different style of music altogether. What's your advice to young artists? Any artist that's making music?
It's actually very sad because this is not only in Ghana. In South Africa, they have young artists with amazing talent.
Yeah.
And wanting to sing, jazz or contemporary music or other things, and they just don't get it right. It does happen. And then you have a particular genre of music that takes everybody by storm, and there's like hits. People are like superstars. I want to say to you, okay, it's important that you stay true to yourself. Continue being a leader. I mean, years ago, gospel music never sold fun. Today, if you put a gospel festival and another kind of music, the gospel music, I repent. So I'm saying to people, it's okay to be anything that you want to be. Never try to be American. Stay true to yourself, because there's Beyonce and Rihanna and all of the lyrics to them. That's their thing. Yeah. So if you are a Ghanaian, be proud of the sound that you know and understand, because our duty as creative industry people is to expose our music, our culture there as well. So people like Miriam Makeda, people like Stella, they inspired us. And I'm very happy that this author will pave the way for this. So to the people, continue doing what you know best. People always say to me, always like speaking for young people, but their music doesn't have longevity. But I say, they understand their music. And if that's what it's supposed to be, let it be. So for me, I like collaborations because they all can know something out. The young talent from the old as well. Yeah. So continue. I know it's a quarter thing, whether it's Afrobeat, whether it's whatever, but as long as authenticity in it, it will be like, just do it. Yeah. Be happy.
I like that. Just do it. Be happy, as long as it's authentic. Thank you so much for spending time with us today. It's been a pleasure. I do want to leave, actually. Can we buy some more time? Yeah. Thank you. So we'll cut the cameras. I will still continue talking. Don't mind me. But yes, indeed, it was the Princess of Africa joining me, Yvonne Chaka, a great legend indeed. Thank you once again, and enjoy the rest of the show.